things are our prime importance now. So first we will know that what is reproduction. Who is going to define to me the reproduction? What
It
do
is
we
a biological.
It is a
May I speak?
biological process. Yes, yes, beta.
It is a biological process in which an organism gives rise to an offspring similar to itself.
So an organism gives rise to an offspring similar to it. So I am writing here the definition: biological process by which an organism gives rise of an offspring similar to it. Now, I have a question here. Is it always necessary that it should be similar, or like similar word is applicable to all type of reproduction?
No, ma'am, there are two types of reproduction, asexual and sexual.
So I am just removing this word for to avoid confusion. Okay. So what we are going to write, that it is a biological process by which an organism gives rise of an offspring. Again another word I am removing, an offspring. Why I removed the word an? Because in lower organisms at a time there may be too many reproductive species who are working, isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So obviously we cannot say an, we will definitely say that in case of reproduction there is generation of an offspring. In textbook various other definitions you may study, it may mentioned as it's a process of self-perpetuation and all, but often as a 2 marker one question is asked. I am writing the question which may carry 2 marks. The question is, all organisms can be considered as immortal in true sense. Justified. If any such questions are asked to you, how will you answer it? Do you think it is correct? Think no problem, don't hesitate to interact, because we will interact, we will discuss, it will be interesting. Otherwise, so some people may feel bored. Yes, beta.
Ma'am, what is the meaning of immortal?
Immortal means they don't die. Organisms which doesn't die are known as immortal.
Ma'am, may I?
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, it's because reproduction takes place in every species. So the species is not gonna end in true sense. So every organism is mortal.
So that means you want to say that all organisms reproduce and some part of it sustains. Sustains means रह जाता है in their offspring. So even if they die, species continues. Let me tell you how. How? Consider your grandfather's, some part of your grandfather's DNA, do you think will be present in you? What do you think? Isn't it? Even great grandfathers some part. So basically, even if you can say कि मैम कैसे हो सकता है, it is so like copied during the time of reproduction and all, but sequence is there, no beta. So basically, if we consider in terms of DNA and in terms of molecules, it is all of us are immortal, because even if we die, the species will continue to live. So what is the significance of reproduction? I'm coming to the next question. What is the significance of reproduction? This is a question, it will not come in board examination. Generally, this type of simple questions they never ask, but it's a question, valid question, which will justify to you that why we are studying reproduction. Bolo. Significance means किसी चीज की जरूरत, importance. वो नहीं होगा तो क्या होगा? I can see Prachi is there, Shyama is there. You can speak better. What do you think?
To continue life on earth.
So this will be the only thing to continue life on earth. That's why how much variable the organism is, it may be ranging from a single microorganism like E. coli, whose lifespan is consider 20 minutes, is of 20 minutes, to the elephant or tortoise, which is a very long living species. All organisms go for reproduction. Okay, so before we study about these reproduction procedures, we need to know about a few terminologies, and we must be aware of them, because they are used generally a lot during the discussion of reproduction. So I just want to confirm that if these concepts are clear to you. So I want answer from you, beta. What do we mean by the words lifespan? Yes, Dish.
Ma'am, it is the period from birth to a natural death of an organism.
So it is the period from birth to natural death. Natural, unnatural, in both cases it is death, na? Even if a person is killed, then also it is his lifespan. So what do you think is life cycle? Why we call it life cycle? And what is the difference between life cycle and lifespan? You studied life cycle of bryophytes, pteridophytes. In grade 11 I grades you studied beta, hai na? In classification chapter. Yes, no? I want all of you to speak. Dish is speaking, and some other students are also speaking. Abhi, Nakshatra, Nishika, I want all of you to participate, beta. Someone is raising hand. Yesha, you can speak, beta. Speak.
Lifespan is a period of time, and life cycle means in that period of time the growth taken by an organism, the growth of organism during that
You cannot
time.
say the growth of organism. We cannot say it is only the growth of organism. What do we mean by life cycle? Anyone want to try? And why it is called cycle?
It continues.
It continues. So why? What it is? That means events that occurs during lifetime of an organism which repeated with the newborn. So जो newborn organism है, consider I am giving you example of life cycle of human. In human life cycle, what are the stages? First stage is the vegetative stage, then reproductive and matured stage, then aging, and finally death. But the difference between lifespan and life cycle is, in lifespan it is not cycling, it is getting concluded with the death. But in case of life cycle, if we take it like this, if you can see that in case of life cycle, it is a circular event. Why? Birth, there is birth, then there will be vegetative stage, there will be reproductive stage, and from reproductive stage there will be again birth, and this organism may die. That's a separate issue. But from one life there is creation of other lives. Okay, so that's why it is termed as a life cycle. So this is the life difference between life cycle and lifespan. Is it clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So we will move ahead with the other definitions. Okay, so now I want to know what are the stages of life cycle. Let us talk about the stages of life cycle. What do you think are the stages? I told you already. These stages includes, first is vegetative stages, or we can call it as a juvenile stage. Second stage is reproductive stage. And the third stage is maturation, or we can call it aging, or we can call it senescence. Senescence is the word particularly used for plants. In case of animal, we call it aging. So, do you think each of these stages are important and have their own significance?
Yes, ma'am.
So, I want to hear from you, what is the significance of vegetative stage or juvenile stage? What will happen? What is the problem if we can directly go to reproductive phase? Lot many types. See, life of organism is having one ultimate goal is to reproduce. Apart from other things it does. So in life cycle, if we directly go to reproductive stage, what is the problem? Or do you
Ma'am,
think?
juvenile.
Yes, beta.
Ma'am, juvenile phase is the growth phase, so it cannot be directly grown into reproductive phase.
So it is the preparatory phase, isn't it? It is the phase during which an organism is prepared for reproduction. You know, in human being, what is the age of marriage? Legal age of marriage?
21.
21 for all?
Yes, ma'am.
No.
No,
Ma'am,
ma'am.
21 for males and 18
Yes, and
for
18 for females.
females.
Okay.
लेकिन
So,
अभी तो 21 हो गया ना.
सबका 21 हो गया?
हाँ, अभी सबका 21 हो गया.
I need to check that fact. Okay. Anyways, I am not going to get married again. So, even if, why do you think government need to decide an age for marriage? Because beta, after a certain period of time, the mother's womb is preparing itself for development of a child. The child is developed using some material from parent, even if it is human, even if it is amoeba, which divides by binary fission. It will be developed by how? By taking some material from parent. So if parent itself is not well flourished and well, like I can say, developed, if it is underdeveloped, then the child born through that, or the organism born through that, will not be healthy enough. That's why this vegetative phase is enough, and it is present in all type of organism. Maybe the timing is different. Obviously, in a life or lifespan of organism which is having organism lifespan of many years, the vegetative phase will last for a few years, and in organism which live for 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes, it may be there for a fraction of second or second, but vegetative phase will be there. It is the preparatory phase. Next is the reproductive age. This is the age through which organisms reproduce. Now, this reproductive stage timing also varies from organism to organism. You know, bamboo plants, have you ever heard? Or you must have seen bamboo.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in case of reproductive stage, I want to give you example here. The bamboo flowers. Okay, only once in lifetime, after 15 to 100 years, 50 to 100 years, and die after completion of reproduction process. Another example that is mentioned in your textbook, if you go through it, there is one specialized plant that is mentioned here. We are talking about Strobilanthes kunthiana, which is having a common name. Strobilanthes kunthiana is the scientific name. The common name is Neela kurunji. As the name itself is suggesting, Neela kurunji means something which is blue in color. It is actually found in Karnataka. It flowers once in 12 years. And during this flowering period, the whole mountain seems to be colored with blue. Okay, so many of you can have opportunity to see it. It last time flowered in 2018. I have seen the photograph. My mom, dad went there at that time. So it is found in Karnataka. Let us take third example of elephant. It reproduces once in 12 to 15 years. So why do you think such kind of variation is there? In some organisms, the frequency of reproduction is so high. In some organisms, the frequency is too low. Why this variation is there? Shama, can I hear from you, or Priyanshi? Yes, Priyanshi. Why do you think such difference is there? Some organisms reproduce very frequently. Some organisms do not reproduce frequently. Why?
Because They want time to get mature.
One reason. Second is their lifespan better. Elephants live for years. Okay, I want to quote here another thing. You have seen dogs to give rice of their children. Like, we should not call children, we should say puppy. Isn't it? Dogs
Yeah.
are giving rise to puppies. How many do they do that? I think 4, 5. All of us have seen, है ना? 4-5 बच्चे dogs के at a time होते हैं.
Yes, ma'am.
What do you think? Mishka, what do you think, beta?
Yes, ma'am.
है ना? But why human being is not making 4, 5 children at a time? Some exceptions are there. I know triplets are common and twins are common. But why we don't do it as a general thing? क्यों ऐसा करते हैं?
Ma'am, maybe because woman body cannot hold this much weight, मतलब 4-5 children's weight or something.
Dog is smaller than human, Baba. Why
Ma'am,
nature?
because of lifespan.
Very good. Lifespan is one reason. So the reason, like factors which takes place here is factors. One of the factor is lifespan. Any other factor you can think about? This is a balance of nature. Why nature balanced it? Kashish, Jia, can I hear from you? What do you think?
Because they are less in number.
Less in number is one of the reasons. तो फिर बेटा then that will vary ना. जो endangered animals या plants है, they can increase their reproduction rate and then they will never be endangered. It's not about number, it's about something. Like I want to hear that correct word from you. Prachi, want to say something? Bolo, because of death rate, beta, death rate. Consider a situation, even if a dog is giving rise to 5 puppies, the number of dog puppies die is very high. Many of them die, and like at the end you will see only 1 or 2 puppies leave after a lifetime. Okay, but in case of human being, the death rate is too less, no? Consider करो कि if a person is giving birth to a child at a time, उसके जगह अगर वो 5 बच्चे देता and twice a lifetime a person is pregnant, तो 10 बच्चे होते एक इंसान के. What about the population of explosion? Isn't it? मक्खियाँ, the way flies, house flies जो है वो एक साथ thousands अंडे देते हैं. अगर एलिफेंट भी उसी रेट में रिप्रोडक्शन करता तो दुनिया में सिर्फ एलिफेंट ही रह जाता. Isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
क्योंकि मक्खियां मरती भी तो उतनी है, एलिफेंट्स कहाँ मरते हैं? They don't die easy death. So that's why these are the factors which play intricate roles in the procedure. Okay. So reproductive stage, the duration of reproductive stage in different organisms are different. किसी का ज्यादा है, किसी का कम है, किसी का पहले आता है, किसी का लेट आता है. Now I am coming to this part: maturation, aging, or senescence. What do you think is aging, and what is aging? Do you agree that aging is there?
No, ma'am.
क्या बात कर रहे हो? पॉन्ड्स एज मिराकल अच्छे से बिक रहे हैं. लोग खरीद खरीद के लगा रहे हैं टू प्रोटेक्ट एजिंग.
मैम,
हाँ बेटा बोलो मिश्का.
process of becoming older or something.
हाँ, that is there or not? Is it there? Yes or no? I hope all of you agree कि process of aging too is there. So what is this process? Jia, do you think we grow old?
Yes, ma'am.
है ना, all of us. Now here also, depending on the lifespan and death rate, the aging process duration is also beta depends. किसी किसी की जल्दी एजिंग होती है, so lifespan is less. किसी किसी को late aging होती है and lifespan is more. So what is aging? What happens actually जिसकी वजह से हम बूढ़े होने लगते हैं? What
our cells stop dividing, cells of our body.
So, like I am writing down the points which may contribute towards aging here. First is less cell division. Very good. Any other reason? One thing you must be noticed that in some people aging comes really late. Even if you are looking at a person who is having age of 50, they look young. And कुछ लोग 30 साल में ही they as if you look into them you will feel अरे इसके तो बहुत उम्र हो गए. Why this occur? What is the substance that is responsible for this? Let me tell you, here is accumulation of harmful substances in body, जिसमें एक चीज तो आपने सुना होगा, like अभी in corona period it is a matter of big hue and cry, that is antioxidants. Have you ever heard about this word antioxidant?
Yes,
खाना antioxidant से भरा हुआ है. These green vegetables are full of antioxidants. So ये antioxidant है क्या? There will be production of free radicals in our body. So what is free radical? कोई बताएगा मुझे? In chemistry you must have studied about it in grade 11. Yesha, Shama.
Unstable atoms.
So they are unstable atoms. They may be charged, they may be uncharged, but they are unstable. So these unstable atoms are very dangerous as well as in our body. How? Consider cell is made up of what? Biomolecules. It is having certain composition of cell membrane, certain composition of nuclear membrane. If these free radicals bind to them, they will change the structure of cell wall and membrane or some other parts also. So if there is change in structure, those parts will no longer be functional as regular. No, it is harmful for them. So these free radicals are one of the reason of aging. The kind of lifestyle we are leading is responsible for generating free radical. That means, are we eating healthy food? अगर कोई रोज और रोज खाना नहीं खा रहा है या खा रहा है तो उल्टा पुल्टा खाना खा रहा है, तला हुआ खा रहा है, which is not at all good for health, not taking food on time, eating food at odd time, free radicals are produced in our body. एंड ये जो एंटीऑक्सीडेंट्स बोलते हैं ना, जैसे people are suggesting you people to take green vegetables and all. So why? Because these antioxidants are free radical scavengers. Scavenger मतलब scavenger कौन होता है? Scavenger birds जैसे गिद्ध होती है ना, vulture, वो क्या करता है? जो कचरा है उसको खा लेता है. Have you ever seen vulture in your life?
Yes, ma'am.
आजकल तो दिखते नहीं है, बहुत मतलब प्रॉब्लमेटिक है. वो भी एक स्टोरी है. आई विल टेल यू सम चैप्टर्स. इट इज रिलेटेड टू सम चैप्टर्स ऑफ योर पोर्शन ओनली, हाउ इट इज रिस्पॉन्सिबल फॉर रिमूवल ऑफ स्पीशीज फ्रॉम अर्थ. सो vultures जो होते हैं, what they used to do, they are natural cleaners. The dead and decayed organisms, they eat them. So they are scavengers. Similar way, free radicals are scavenged by antioxidants. So that is the reason why they can be removed by the antioxidants. Another thing, have you ever heard about the word telomere? Have you ever heard about the word telomere?
No, ma'am.
It is the end of chromosome. See, every time our chromosomes get short. Okay, while we go for cell division, chromosomes of our body get short. This shortening of chromosome can be another reason of maturation or aging or senescence. So I just built up so many things. We talked about things which may not be there in your textbook as such. But I want all of you to have a clear idea about these terminologies, because we are going to use them very often in our studies. So now let's talk about the types of reproduction. So what do you think are the types of reproduction?
Asexual and sexual.
So it is asexual and sexual. So now I want to hear from all of you the difference between asexual and sexual reproduction. I can see one moment. Dish raised his hand. Shama, why you want to speak?
Yes,
I think
ma'am.
Abhi also wants to speak. Dish, I am allowing Abhi to speak because you spoke many times. I didn't hear from Abhi. Yes, Abhi, you can speak better.
Ma'am, in asexual reproduction, only single parent is involved, and in sexual reproduction, both male and female are involved.
So in this case, both male and female parents are involved. Okay, this is one difference. Anything else anyone wish to talk about?
Yes, ma'am.
Gametes formations in asexual do not take place, and in sexual it take place.
So I am writing gametes, no gametes formation. Here I can write gametes formation is there. I am adding up another formation. Word is writing here, fertilization is not here. Yes, Abhi, if you want to speak, you can speak better.
Ma'am, in asexual reproduction, the rate of reproduction is faster than sexual.
So it's a very correct thing that in asexual reproduction, it is comparatively simple and faster, isn't it? Now here
Yes,
it
ma'am.
is a bit complex and time consuming. Anything else, anyone?
Ma'am, offsprings are identical to the parents in asexual, and in sexual there is some dissimilarity.
So here it is less variation, or rather to say, I will put it in this way, less or no variation. And in this case, there is variation. Isn't it? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
And we can so in board examination, 2 marker can come. In this manner, which mode of reproduction is better? Sexual or asexual? What do you think?
Sexual.
Sexual. You think sexual
Sexual.
reproduction is better? Why? Any reason?
Yes, ma'am. In
Because
sexual reproduction, you get many types of varieties of organisms.
I was expecting this answer, and that is why they ask such kind of questions sometimes in board examination. But the answer, we cannot answer like that. We cannot say that sexual reproduction is better. Why? I'm telling you. Consider lifespan of an E. coli. Okay. Lifespan of an E. coli is 20 minutes approximately. To be so lifespan of an E. coli is 20 minutes. During that time, do you think it will be always possible to have such many complications and probability of finding life partner over there? Because in case of sexual reproduction, both male and female parents are involved. In all organisms, availability of male and female parent in unfavorable condition may not be there. Isn't it? So you need to answer this question very, very diplomatically. What you will write? You will write asexual reproduction is ideal for organisms with less complexity and lifespan. Whereas in sexual reproduction, variation is full stop. Depends on nature of organism. Both these modes of reproduction suits themselves. What do you think? Am I correct or not? You want to agree or disagree with the answer I have provided to you?
Agree.
है ना? So we cannot simply say कि हाँ sexual reproduction is better. अब जिसको जो limitation है, we need to look into that also ना. So that is why this answer is there. Let's continue with the third type of reproduction. I want to hear from you. There is another type of reproduction which is heard much. That is vegetative reproduction. Have you ever heard about this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is vegetative reproduction? Yes, Dish.
Ma'am, it occurs in higher plants.
It occurs in higher plants. So what it is? It is not falling under sexual or asexual?
Ma'am, it is a asexual mode of reproduction.
So then why we don't call it asexual? Why we are making it separate type of reproduction? What is speciality of vegetative reproduction?
Because they are produced by vegetative parts of plant.
This is the word I want to hear. Because the reproduction occur using single parent only. Two parents are not required here also only, but generally no specialized part is formed vegetative part is responsible for reproduction. Okay, so how it is? Let's take an example. For example, in case of plants, you must have seen that we go for cutting and grafting and all these things, है ना? हम cutting या grafting करते हैं plants. So this cutting and grafting, these things are really important. And during this cutting and grafting procedure, what happens is plants can be reproduced and they can be propagated. So this type of similar reproduction event occur in case of lower organisms also. जैसे कि algae, in case of some algae, what happens is they can go for vegetative reproduction during some specific favorable or unfavorable part. Have you ever heard about Spirogyra?
Yes, ma'am.
It is what? Algae, fungi. Spirogyra is what, beta?
Ma'am, it's an algae.
So what we need to do, we need to every time, why I am asking you algae, fungi, because these are the names of organisms which will be frequently asked in your examinations, okay? And you need to know which, like in classification, where do they belong? Accordingly, that you are going to answer the questions, no? So always revise in your mind. Spirogyra means it is an algae. Volvox means it is an algae. So Spirogyra, what happens is, even if their filament which is big enough, they due to drying procedure, they get broken down into small fragments, and then from each of these fragments there can be production of new organisms. Okay, new organisms can be produced. That is also vegetative reproduction. Now I have a question. Can human go for vegetative reproduction? What do you think? you are enjoying the class, students? Is it going
Yes,
well?
ma'am.
Understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Chalo. But I am very unhappy. I do not hear from Mahi or Krishang. Various students are there. I am not hearing. Kashish is not speaking. Kashish, are you understanding, beta, what I am speaking?
Yes, ma'am.
Ah. So, can I hear from Krishang too?
Yes, ma'am.
Understood, beta, what we are learning today?
Yes, ma'am.
So here I just want to know, can human go for vegetative reproduction? Can we go? If
Humans can
not,
produce sexually only.
why we cannot go for vegetative reproduction? क्या problem है?
क्योंकि वो asexual है.
Asexual है. चलो. Do you think higher plants can go for vegetative reproduction? Why we cannot? क्या problem है? Consider करो.
Transfer of genetic materials will not occur.
Transfer of genetic material is a condition for reproduction. Today itself I was talking in my school. I am trying to find a biology teacher. So my principal sir was saying, let me take a part of you and prepare a clone, Ananya. It will be easy for us to find out. So why it is not possible in natural case, in case of animals, but plants which are equally complicated, which are going for sexual reproduction, they can do it. क्या problem है? Consider करो मेरे हाथ को आपने काट लिया. You have taken a piece of finger of mine and you expect it to grow as a whole, Ananya. Okay, you know my name? Some of you must be knowing. I didn't formally
Yes, ma'am.
introduce myself. I heard some new students are there. Who are the new students? Can I see your hands raised? Who are studying with me for the first time? Dish is there, Abhi is there. All others know me, no? We had an offline class, if you can remember.
Yes, ma'am.
Nakshatra is there, okay. So for three of you, myself, Dr. Ananya Das, I am basically by birth a Bengali, and by residence for last 8 years I stay in Gujarat. So you can call me partially Gujarati, and I have a qualification of doctorate in biotechnology and teaching students of your age group since last 15 years. I am presently working in a school called Global Indian International School. I am vice principal cum coordinator senior segment, like 9 to 12 segment is handled by me. And biology teacher I am. That's all I think about me. What more? Isn't it? So, can human go for vegetative reproduction? Why I cannot make my copy so easily? But in case of mango plant or rose plant, if I take one piece of its, what I can say, branches, and I can grow a new mango or rose plant from it. What is the difference here between plants and animals? Do you think plants are less complicated? कभी सोचा है? Have you ever heard? See, in the chapter there are certain things जो आपको अच्छे से याद करना है. To make them memorize, I can help you, but not up to that extent. My role will be to make you think. When you will think in a creative way, and generally ये बोला जाता है, which I hate much, that biology में क्या सोचना है यार, पढ़ लो, रट लो, लिख लो. It's nothing like that. It's also a subject. It's also a science subject. Logic is there behind everything. Like why? So let me first answer all these questions to you one by one. है ना? So what are the answers? First of all, human being. So human body is well differentiated. isn't it? It is well differentiated. So all parts doesn't have all types of cells. From any specific part, it is not possible to create the whole organism. So why? Consider I have taken a finger of mine and I want to grow a whole Ananya Das from there. So why it is not possible, beta? Because finger are like cells in the finger are not having cells of eyes, cells of brain. They lack the cells of digestive system, circulatory system and all, isn't it? We are having division of liver. So that's why we cannot produce a whole organism. In lower animal, it is possible. You must have seen that regeneration is possible in planaria. If you cut a planaria into 5-6 pieces, from each of these pieces, new planaria can be produced. Have you heard this? I guess all of you studied it in grade 10, hai na? Regeneration.
Yes.
But in human, it is not possible because our body is so much differentiated that each part is having its own specialized structure and function. So ये कभी possible ही नहीं है that part will produce new types of cell. Do you think plants are not differentiated? So I'm going for the next question. If differentiation is the reason of not having vegetative reproduction in higher animals. How plants reproduce vegetatively? Do you think they are not differentiated? What do you think? Mahi, Priyanshi? I want to hear from Shyama too. What do you think? Differentiation is not there in plants? Silence, silence, silence. Bolo bhai. Dish, what do you think, beta?
Ma'am, differentiation is there.
So then
I
how
think
can we go for? What is so special about plants? You must have studied this in chapter number 15 in grade 11, growth wala chapter. I know its part is removed. I taught my students, I don't know if you are taught with that. I'm giving you a hint. क्या special है plants में that they can go for vegetative reproduction? Let me tell you. The word which is highlighting here is totipotency. Have you ever heard this word?
no, ma'am.
So then kindly write it down or make a note. What I will do is after completion of this lecture, that's why I used Word doc. Here typing is easier and it looks as if I am writing. And writing से भी ज़्यादा अच्छा handwriting होता है. And you can take screenshot also once I like finish teaching you. You can take screenshot of each page and you can preserve it, and that is the way your notes are ready also simultaneously. And if you wish, I can share this Word doc also to you. I don't know how to share. Like how you are getting assignments and all. You have Google Classroom for that?
No, ma'am. Vishwajit sir sent in the group.
Okay, so I need to be added into that group so that like I can share. No worries, till the time I am added, you can take a screenshot of these lectures. So,
मैम रिकॉर्डिंग चालू है
huh?
रिकॉर्डिंग चालू है वैसे भी
So then though there is no problem. So totipotency is what? Totipotency is what? Where one type of cell can produce many types of cells. So one type of cell can produce many types of cells present in body of that organism. Let me shift one word. Not, I don't want to use this word. Many, I want to use word. Means what? What do we mean by this? See, plants are called totipotent because here from, like, consider I am taking root cells. So root cells can produce stem cells, leaf cells, then flower cells, then fruit cells. It is not possible for them. In our case, it is not possible. That's why you, in case of animals, we are unipotent. Unipotent means consider in case of epithelial tissue, when epithelial tissue will divide, epithelial tissue will produce epithelial tissue only. It's not possible for epithelial tissue to produce nervous tissue. Understood? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
So that's what is here. But I just want to hear another thing from you. Have you ever heard कि एक TV में भी ad आता है कई बार that you can preserve the embryonic stem cell or something, umbilical cord बच्चों का preserve करने का, there is some ad is coming.
Yes, ma'am.
क्या है? Why we want to preserve the umbilical cord of a child? क्या जरूरत है? Have you ever wondered? See, during last 15 years, I'm teaching students. Whenever a student is opting bio, they have a like hidden intention to crack NEET and JEE. NEET and JEE cracking is not about how many hours you are studying, how logical your mind is, how well you aware you are, how fast you can correlate things. This is all the secret of NEET and JEE. तो आपने अगर एक चीज देखा है as a student of biology, have you ever wondered what is this? Let me find it out. Ever tried this? You will enjoy study and it will be in your mind too better. Okay, so I am talking about another type of cell that is present in case of human body, that is called pluripotent, or another name multipotent. So what is this pluripotent or multipotent cell? Let's copy paste the definitions. In science, this is the benefit. In definition, major changes is not required, only one or two. So let's see an example. It is the stem cell. So we call it embryonic stem cell. Present in umbilical cord of child. And second example is stem cell present inside bone marrow. It can produce all types of blood cells. Okay, what are the types of blood cells we have in our body?
RBC, WBC,
Platelets, isn't it?
platelets.
So WBCs can be further subdivided into 5 types: lymphocyte, monocyte, eosinophil, basophil, neutrophil, isn't it? So these 5 plus 1, that is platelets and 1 RBCs. 7 types of cells are produced by our stem cell, and embryonic stem cell can produce many types of cells. So that's why they are thinking of preserving this umbilical cord, so that in future, if there is any rare disease like blood cancer or anything occurred to the child, these stem cells can be used to create new types of cell, and the child can be cured with the disease. That's why lots of stress is like emphasis is provided in creating or preserving this embryonic stem cell. So I guess all of you have clear idea now कि क्यों plants के case में even if it is a complex organism, vegetative reproduction is possible, and why in case of animal, even if it is a like complex organism, vegetative reproduction is not possible. Now I want to hear a few terminologies. I want to hear what is differentiation. What do you think is differentiation? We use this word, growth, development, differentiation. Do you think they are same or they are different? क्योंकि अगर हमें differentiation पता नहीं है तो फिर हम reproduction पढ़ना बहुत मुश्किल है बेटा. This word will come. Silence.
Ma'am, to differentiate.
किसमें differentiation?
किसमें differentiation? Very good. किस चीज की differentiation? Subject की, biology, chemistry, physics.
Ma'am, types of cells.
Types of cells when it is occurring. Have you ever heard this word? कभी सुना है ये वर्ड? Strange, हाँ?
कौन सा
Yes.
differentiation?
Yes.
हाँ सुना है ना, पर किस चीज का
In
differentiation?
in biology only. How can I talk about something else?
Ma'am, the process by which cells or the organs acquire specialized features.
Kind. You are very close to the answer.
Ma'am, differentiation means
देखो अब now I am going to show you something जिससे आप shocked हो जाओगे. This is part of your grade 11 NCERT textbook. Differentiation, de-differentiation, and re-differentiation. This concept cannot be discussed without the concept of totipotency. You can see here the differentiation word. Have you seen this in your textbook grade 11?
Yes.
है ना? So let us define. Let's forget about it. कि क्या होगा? Let's define the procedure. What is differentiation? So differentiation is the process of creating. It is the process of creating many types of cells from one type of cell during embryo development. So in human being also this differentiation procedure is there. What is the first cell of life in human being?
Embryo.
First cell I am asking. Embryo is
Zygote.
unicellular. Zygote. So from zygote on only the all cells of our body came, no? Yes or no? Do you agree?
Yes, ma'am.
देखो टिश्यू का एक पूरा चैप्टर है यार, प्लांट टिश्यू, एनिमल टिश्यू. अगर सिंगल टाइप ऑफ सेल होता कितना अच्छा होता, हमें 2 चैप्टर्स कम होते. ऑल सेल्स इफ दे आर सेम, बट इट्स नॉट द केस, है ना? सो basically differentiation procedure is operative in all organisms which are multicellular and which are well differentiated. But this procedure is restricted only during the embryo development process. Matlab, in case of human being, I am giving you the example. It will be easy for you to understand. From the zygote stage to the last developed fetus, every day there is differentiation, isn't it? From one type of cell only many types of cell is produced, but once the fetus is out the human womb, mother's womb, it is child, now differentiation stopped. Okay, but what is re-differentiation and de-differentiation? Let's understand this concept in this way. Okay, so we have a single cell called zygote. From zygote there is formation of embryo. Now here is the key role of the process called differentiation. Okay, so from embryo there will be production of organism. In case of animal, this procedure is unidirectional. मतलब एक बार differentiation हो गया, that means nothing more is possible. It is not possible to do anything. It will be differentiated as usual. In case of plants, in case of animal, let me write it down here like this. In case of animal, so embryo is basically, it is basically undifferentiated. Isn't it? It is undifferentiated. उसके सारे cells same होते हैं. Initial embryo stage, है ना? So in case of animal, it's not go up to this stage. ये possible नहीं है. This is not possible in case of animal. While in case of plants, there is possible to this reverse way. Then this reverse way is called de-differentiation. It is possible in case of plants. How? In between there will be a stage which is called callus stage. Have you ever heard about this word callus? Are you people there with me?
No, ma'am, we haven't heard about that.
So in plant tissue culture, this word callus is used many a times in tissue culture. So इनमें क्या होता है? Plants are having one undifferentiated stage which is called callus. This undifferentiated stage is called callus. So even if the differentiated plant cells will go to this undifferentiated callus stage, and then finally वहां से वापस से there is differentiation and creation of plant cell. This is possible in case of plants, but in animal it is not possible. As it is possible in case of plant, that's why plants are called totipotent. As it is not possible in case of plants, animals are called. In case of animal, it is not possible. That is why animals are multipotent or unipotent. They are not totipotent. Is this clear to all of you?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Take your time and have a look into it so that it is always clear to you. Prachi, understood, beta? Yesha?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
So today तो we studied so many things, है ना? आज हमने बहुत सारी चीजें पढ़ी है. Let's have a quick recap, and then so that you can whenever it is required, you can ask me, stop me in between, and you can ask me if like any part is there which is not understood. We can once again discuss about it. We studied the definition of reproduction in two true sense. Generally, जैसे ही हमें reproduction की definition पूछा जाता है, we define it in terms of sexual. But we need to understand that reproduction is true sense possible for sexual as well as asexual. So reproduction is a process of self-perpetuation, and as all organisms of which are going for reproduction, some part of it is sustained to the next generation. So theoretically, we can call that all organisms are immortal. They are immortal because even if they die, species lives forever. Then we understood the significance of reproduction. If this is not there, then after the lifespan of any organism is over, that species will be extinct, which doesn't occur. Okay? We understood the difference between lifespan and life cycle. Lifespan is something which is not cyclic. It will not come back once again. The period from birth to death. Once an organism is dead, done. We will have new lifespan of new organism. They are not correlated. Whereas life cycle is the cyclic event which start with birth and end with birth. Death की उसमें कोई जगह ही नहीं है. It is starting with birth and ending with birth, which talks about the immortality of organisms. Then we understood the different stages of reproduction, that is vegetative phase, reproductive phase, maturation, aging or senescence phase, and we studied about the death also. So what do you think is death? Let's talk about death now. Death मतलब क्या होता है? 1.5 hour lecture, everyone must be half of the time yawning now. So I want to discuss death with you. What do you think is death?
Ma'am, when an organism stop working completely.
Very good. Stop working completely. Consider I want to ask you a question. Okay. Very simple question, and like it may come into your mind. Consider a situation: a person is alive and suddenly the person dies. Okay. So the moment that person is dying, after some period there is degeneration of body. Uska body धीरे धीरे खराब होने लगता है. There is rotting of the body and other changes like rigor mortis and others take place. But just at the time of death, what is missing in that organism for which we are calling that organism dead? क्या ऐसा होता है जो हम मिस करते हैं उसमें, जिसकी वजह से we can call it dead? तब तक तो उसका हार्ट भी है, उसके लंग्स भी है, उसके पास डाइजेस्टिव सिस्टम भी है, एवरीथिंग इज देयर, बट देन आल्सो वी कॉल इट डेड. व्हाट इज मिसिंग इन दैट ऑर्गेनिज्म? व्हाट डू यू थिंक इज लाइफ?
Senses.
यस बेटा.
Senses.
सेंसुअर सिस्टम तो इज देयर ना. आईज आर देयर, ears are there, then tongue is there. During that fraction of second तुरंत तो आईज के सेल खराब नहीं होते ना. So what is that missing?
Ma'am, energy.
Very good, energy. So death means release of energy. Very interesting terminology. If you opt for biology in future, you will have a part called bioenergetics. There they will tell you chemical reaction of death. Very good, energy. Other than that, anything that is missing? Yes, Shama, bolo.
They lose ability to reproduce.
So that too they lose. Even if old people lose ability of reproduction, so you think they are dead? And some people too don't reproduce at all. They are sterile, so they are dead. The coordination which makes us work. Eyes are there, tongue are there, heart are there. Some power is there inside us which is coordinating all of these things, which is making our body work. It work in a specific coordination, beta. That coordination is missing, which is making us death. So that is a form of energy. It is observed that when we die, our body lose energy. Okay. So let's talk about death in terms of chemistry. When there is too much entropy in human body, the energy is released and human body want to come back to the steady state. First it try to do it by several means. When entropy is too high, it finally release energy and then it comes to zero state, and that is called death. Good definition of death. What do you think?
It is permanent.
It is permanent, not reversible. Till now, we believe in that. We cannot create life. We developed ourselves so much. We may go for so many things, but still we are unable to create life. So that's why death is permanent in case of us. Okay. Sometimes maybe some of you will be scientists, can think in a order what is missing in an organism, and then you may sometime find out some way to bring life. I am a dreamer. I want all my students to excel the way they want in their life. Let's think big in that way. Okay. So after this, we studied about the sexual and asexual mode of reproduction, their difference. Then we took a poll about which type of reproduction is better, and we find out it suits up as per the organism. We understood why vegetative reproduction is a special type of asexual reproduction. What is speciality of vegetative reproduction? And then we understood why plants are special. What is the difference between plants and animals? We heard about a few new terms called unipotent, multipotent, and totipotent. We talked about the concept of differentiation and development and growth. That's all from my side. You want any specific? You want to ask any specific question, beta? Anyone?
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am.
So I don't know when our next class is. I hope it will be scheduled sometime around this week only. I want all of you to go through your chapter 1 of textbook. Okay, so that you can come up with different ideas, and I want you people to ask me questions. The green marked questions that I asked, which are based to concept. I wanted this type of questions from your side, beta. I want you people to ask questions kindly. So read and prepare yourself so that you have an idea about what we are going to study. We are going to continue with this chapter. This chapter generally asks for 2 marks, which can be coming as a 1-1 marker or a 2-marker question in board examination, not more than that. This is not a chapter carrying much weightage in board examination. Okay, but anyways, we need to study because this is the basic of the other chapters of this unit. Have you got the revised syllabus, CBSE?
No, ma'am.
Full
Yes, ma'am.
syllabus.
So tomorrow, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to share the revised syllabus of CBSE. We will start with
Yes,
that so
ma'am.
that we know that what are the portions which are deleted, if there is any deletion, and as per that we can study. Okay.
Okay, ma'am.
So till the time, bye. Do not be out of touch. Study the part I mentioned here. You have the recordings of the lectures. Refer it so that next day we should not start from zero. All of you should have the idea whatever I told. Hope you enjoyed the class. Bye to all of you. Bye.
Thank you, ma'am.
Bye,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
I am leaving. Bye.